A wise man named Nike once said, "Just do it." Hey guys, what's up? It's Cindy, and this is Grace. Hi. We are talking about freshman advice, or just high school advice in general. We both graduated last year, so hopefully we have some good knowledge to lay down for you guys. How to handle the first day of school. I would say, I don't know, bring a pencil. Honestly, I forgot a pencil a lot of my first days of school, so yeah, don't be like that. Bring like paper, maybe like a folder for like all the syllabuses you get. Don't stress about it too much because it's not like that big of a deal, and yeah.
Drive around at the partition, please. Drive around at the partition, please. I don't need you to...
Will I get lost? Yes, for sure. I feel like I didn't even really realize how like the school was set up until like senior year. Also, you can just ask an upperclassman because I don't know, if ever a freshman asked me or something like, "Oh, where is this?" I'd be like, "Oh,
honey, let me help you."
You know, they're not gonna be mean about it.
When you do orientation, because I think most schools do it like 2 weeks before school starts. Like 2-3 weeks before school starts. You should check with people what your schedules are, or at least like what the schedule looks like, your schedule might look like. Because it's helpful if you have people you know in your classes, because then like, if one of you gets lost, you all get lost.
Post it on your Snapchat story and be like, "Swipe up if we have classes together." Does everyone hate freshmen? Yeah. It's not personal, it's just that like freshmen just have a reputation as like freshmen suck, you know? I don't know, just like don't be super cocky, don't be super obnoxious and think you're super cool and think you're cooler than all the upperclassmen as a freshman, because you're definitely not. You don't have to like bow down and worship the seniors necessarily. Just keep in mind that they have had more experience than you and they've been here at the school longer than you. So, you know, they should warrant a little more respect.
Put some respect on my name.
You want upperclassmen to be your friends freshman year. If you don't have upperclassmen friends your freshman year, it's gonna be hard.
One question my little sister keeps asking, or she said a lot of her friends were wondering about, is if you should wear a backpack to school or wear a purse to school in high school. I know in other areas it's like you only wear a backpack and no one wears a purse, and then in California schools a lot of people wear a purse. People in other areas I know think that's super weird. I started wearing a purse to school in like 6th grade instead of a backpack. I was like the first one I knew of who started doing that, but it was just because I didn't want like a backpack to mess up my outfit, you know? Like if I had a cute outfit on, I didn't want to have to wear like a chunky backpack over it. That just kind of ruins the whole aesthetic. No one really cares that much what you wear either way. I mean, people gave me crap for like wearing a purse instead of a backpack. They like don't think it's practical or something, but you know, I'm not trying to have a backpack like mess up my outfit, you know what I'm saying? So just do whatever you want.
I used a bag my freshman year, but also keep in mind like the bag will break if you put too many things in it. I also use knapsacks a lot though, like mini backpacks.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Yeah, you can get like cute backpacks too. It doesn't have to be like a big like hiking backpack or JanSport backpack. How to deal with like people talking smack, drama, and gossip and such.
I have my fair share of experience. Cindy was there for like half of it.
We both do. We both have our fair share of experience.
People just, I don't know, they want to mess with us and it doesn't end well.
Yeah, it doesn't end well.
This sounds really cliche. Be the bigger person. In the end, like, you'll get more respect than like the person who's being immature. Don't try to like defend yourself or justify like what you've done or like whatever the drama is about. It's gonna make everything worse.
Yeah, I was watching this interview the other day with Cardi B, and like she was talking about how hard like fame is for her, because she was saying everyone always like wants to have opinions and always wants to say stuff about her. My reaction was like, okay, but you're Cardi B, you know, like why do you care what they're all saying? Like, you're rich and you're dope ignore the hater, you know, like you're so much more relevant than they are. Like if someone is trying to bring you down, it's because you're above them. That's deep. The best thing is like ignoring them, but if you can't ignore them, because I know sometimes you are put in situations where you have to talk to the people who are causing drama, such as like you have classes with them or you are on a team with them. Just kill them with kindness and, like Grace said, be the bigger person. That just really gives you back the power. You undeniably have no fault, because at the end of the day, no one really cares who started it. All that people see is that there was beef, and then that gives you a bad rep, even if it wasn't necessarily your fault.
My favorite quote from the song Lucy, it says, hurt people hurt people. Genuinely don't take anything to heart that like people say that's rude or negative, because a majority of the time like the person who's being has something else going on.
I feel like at the beginning of high school, if someone was rude to me, you know, I would take it super personally and be like,
What's wrong with me? Like, why are people being rude to me?
but kind of now, I see people being like kind of cold or rude or just kind of shady. You really just realize that that means they have something that's wrong with them, you know, that they're going through. Just don't care what other people think so much, you know? Like so many people care what other people think, but literally just stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, because high school is not the end. No, like in all the movies, it's fine, okay. In all the movies, high school is like kind of the resolution, the like senior prom is where everything comes together and everything magically, like there's fireworks. There actually were fireworks at our senior prom. If you peak in high school, then that means then it's all downhill from here after you finish high school, and that sucks. That's not what you want. I definitely did not peak in high school. I'm pretty sure I peaked in like 3rd grade when I was Biggie Cheese for Halloween, and it was pretty spot on. I don't think I'll ever be able to achieve that level of greatness ever again. High school is just a launching pad for bigger and better things. Boys, men,
They suck. I have a boyfriend and they suck.
they don't all suck. And you know, I don't want all my like male friends texting me like, why do you hate men? You know,
I'm gonna correct myself because you're right. There's the far and few who, if you get into a relationship with them, turn out to be the most awesome people. Like, best friend.
you have to go through a lot of bad ones to find the good ones. Boys really in high school tend to very much want the physical part of the relationship and not the like emotional and mental part. Whereas females, or at least me, and what I've seen in my friends, tend to be more emotionally driven. A lot of times guys just aren't looking for that. They're just looking for action.
I've had my fair share of intimate things or small-term relationships. It sucks because like you'll try and have a conversation with them and they're like, okay, so like you have to leave now. Like,
if you want a better idea of what guys are like in high school, just watch my last story time. Hey. Not all guys are like that though.
I'm also a victim of that.
Of Craig.
I love Craig, but I'm a victim of it. But I love Craig!
I don't love Craig. A lot of my friends in high school were guys. I feel like I've just been like in the friend zone with a lot of guys, and that's not necessarily a bad place to be. You don't want them to just view you as like a sexual object to like get arousal from, you know? You'd want them to value you as like a person and like a friend and someone you can hang out with and talk to.
If you put yourself out there and you do ask someone on a date, or like you put yourself out there in that way, don't be hurt by rejection. It's going to hurt, but don't overthink it or anything. Like if the person that like did reject you, you happen to be like good friends with, and like I understand crushes and friendships and like how difficult they are, but like don't overthink it and ruin that like really good relationship you have with that person.
I've been rejected a lot. It happens to the best of us. Not that I'm the best of us, but Grace is the best of us. And she has been rejected, so it happens to her too. As a freshman, just beware that a lot of senior guys are gonna go for you. They cannot get with girls their own age, so they prey on the younger freshmen, unsuspecting 14, 13, 15-year-old girls who will get with them because they're like, oh, senior boys. Just beware of that they are, you know, on the prowl. Okay, how to make friends and put yourself out there.
I'm out of this one. I'm terrible.
A wise man named Nike once said, just do it. Obviously, like, get involved in a lot of things. Like, I was in a lot of clubs. I did cheer, I did surf PE, I was in theater. That always helps, you know, that's just like fun to make new people. Yeah, it's fun to make new people. I'm like Frankenstein out here making new people, am I right? Huh. When I was a young sapling, I was really shy, but I just kind of hated that idea of like being shy. Whenever I was just in new situations, I would always just be super outgoing and just make myself talk to people. That way I would like have friends, and now that's just kind of still how I am, just kind of like out of habit.
I didn't know anyone because I transferred from a different school district. I made friends through the few people that I had met in my classes and but I didn't really do anything. Like, I was the VP of one club. I didn't do anything. Like, I tried out for a couple sports and I gave up because I got rejected. I didn't take not getting what I wanted. Well, like, I just didn't try at all, and like I regret it a lot. Like, I wish I'd put myself out there more and like done things. You'll regret a lot not doing a lot of things, and you'll regret a few things.
You'll regret not doing the things that like your parents and like teachers and stuff told you to do. If you were to do high school over again, what would you do like differently? Or what's one thing that you learned?
Friendships will always change. Nothing is permanent.
Like, don't ever chase after someone who's trying to walk out of your life. You know, people will go and then better people will come in. The most important thing that I think that I wish I knew like from the get-go was that like if someone's not treating you right, someone's not building you up, making you feel better about yourself, then just like don't put up with that. Sometimes you're in a conversation with people and they kind of like, you say something and they just like look at you weird. Don't try to force yourself into that situation. Just be like, okay, bye, like you're not treating me how I deserve to be treated, so peace.
If you understand that the relationship is toxic, just dab out, even if it's someone that like you're extremely close to or it's been a long-term friend. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Any type of like pain or toxicity someone's bringing you, even if you've known them for a long time or even if you have had really good times together, either a lot needs to change with how you interact together or you just need to slice them out.
You can still love them and them not be a part of your life.
Love them from a distance.
Yeah. Go to the counseling office. The counselors will become your best friend.
Literally, my counselor was such a homie. I would literally just rant to her about all my problems and she would just sit there and listen to me, and she probably thought I was crazy by the end of the year. She definitely did think I was crazy by the end of the year, but you know, it was still nice. She still would listen to me and that was super cool. Oh, we didn't even talk about like school, like teachers and stuff.
I mean, I ruined my high school career. Actually, I barely made it.
Thanks so much for watching. Let us know if you have any more questions, comments, concerns, and I will definitely respond to all the comments because normally only 2 people comment anyway, so I will answer both of the 2 people that comment. Check out Grace's channel and subscribe. New vid coming soon.
It's a surprise.
But Cindy will be there. Peace, love, happiness. Stay cool. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Stay away from boys.
Don't be a thotty.
Be a hot. Okay, that's good. It's good to end it.